today we are in Sicily. Hello everybody, Joyce here with Traveling Gamblers, and I am here with John. Hello John.
Hello Joyce.
And I don't know who those two people are in the background, so just excuse them. John and I are on the Celebrity Edge cruise ship, and today we are in Sicily.
Alright, so you can hear me very well now. Yes, that's good. Means that we solved the problem with the microphone. So I'm very happy to welcome you to Messina, to my city today. Basically very close to the main church, to the cathedral. Maybe you saw it, I don't know. Yes, that can be seen from the house. We are in Taormina, a beautiful place. But there's the carousel of the bell tower from the 16th century. You can also take a walk in that direction to the left. So if you leave the harbor, if you go to the sea direction, to that seaside walk, you will enjoy one of the best views in Messina. You can take a good walk close to the sea, or you can take a good walk also here. This is also one of the main streets on the left. So that's why I said that the old town is not so far actually from your ship, and in a couple of minutes you can reach the main attractions in Messina, the main monuments, the main churches, as this one, St. Francis Church on the right, the Palace of Culture on the left, which is used for exhibitions, concerts and this kind of things. This church is one of the most ancient churches in Messina, a medieval church dating back to 1254, founded by 3 noble women from Messina. You can see the old part in front of us, the apsis, because the rest was reconstructed after this catastrophe, this earthquake of 1908, which razed the city to the ground. So unfortunately destroyed 90% of the buildings in the city, in the old town. So what you can see basically is almost all modern. And by modern I mean built after 1908, which for us is pretty modern, since our cities were founded in the 8th century BC, so they have a long history. They back to a very long time ago. So now we are driving directly to the motorway to reach our very nice destination today, Taormina, and the drive will take us about 40-45 minutes according to the traffic.
We have now arrived in the beautiful Taormina. We got off the bus and had to take an elevator up because it is very high up on a hill. The streets are very narrow and they are packed with wonderful stores, shops, restaurants, and it gives us the opportunity to see and experience the culture of this wonderful little town, Taormina. We walked and followed the guide for about an hour and a half, and we stopped at places along the way. We took a look at some of the shops and kind of remembered which ones we wanted to come back to in the end, because at the end of the guided tour we will have about an hour and a half of free time on our own before getting back on the bus to go back to the ship. And as we continue to walk on our tour, here's a little history of Taormina. Taormina is shrouded in fascination and mystery. In 358 BC, the SICILians, who had settled on Mount Taurus, welcomed the survivors of the Greek colony of Naxos. There they founded Taorminian and gave the city the appearance of a Greek colony with the Agora, the Acropolis, and the ancient theater. The tyranny of Dionysius II did not spare Taormina, which was annexed to the Hellenistic kingdom of Sicily until the Romans declared the whole of Sicily a Roman province. With the fall of Rome, Taormina became the capital of Byzantine Sicily. The city was conquered by the Arabs, destroyed and rebuilt as the Emirate of Sicily. In the year 1079, the Norman Roger I conquered the city after conquering the rest of the island. During the Norman period, the city enjoyed a long period of prosperity. Taormina was not so lucky under the rule of Spanish and French until it was rediscovered in recent times as a tourist destination full of splendor. And as you can see, as we walk through this beautiful town, it is filled with splendor. And it is very successful today as a very popular, high demand tourist area. There are many people that come and stay in Taormina for their entire vacation. Everything you need is right here on the top of this hill in this lovely town. And we will continue our walk following the guide, where we ultimately end up in the park of Taormina. This is the public park of Taormina.
And it belongs
Lady
to the community of
Florence
Taormina.
Trevelyan, an English noblewoman, lived in Taormina at the end of the 16th century and married the mayor of the city, Mr. Cacciola. Lady Florence had the park built as an English garden and filled it with plants and flowers of different species from all around the world. The fancy noblewoman is also evident in the buildings with the shapes of the pagoda-style towers made of bricks and edged with lavic pumice stone, still visible today. Lady Florence was a known enthusiastic ornithologist, and the observation point up here in this park for bird watching was magnificent for her. The backdrop view of this park was also magnificent, with Etna and the Sea of Giardini Naxos. Inside the park, there is vegetation typical of a Mediterranean array of hedges and flower beds with cobbled paths which lengthwise connect the almost 3 hectares of a park. A hectare is a little bit larger than an acre.
So beautiful here.
Additionally, there is an avenue lined with olive trees that were planted in memory of the fallen during various wars. The precious trees of various species, some of which are rare and extraordinarily beautiful, as is this entire park. The name of this tour is the highlight destination of Taormina. It was a 45-minute coach ride here. The bus was very nice, comfortable, and air-conditioned. Our guide has been very informative. After we got here, we had a total of 3 hours. The first hour and a half we spent with our tour guide, walking through the entire town of Taormina, ending up here in the park. After we finish here, we will walk back up to the main street where the majority of the shops and restaurants are. We're going to do a little bit of shopping and find some place to have some lunch. We stopped at a local restaurant for pizza. This is Quattro Formaggio, 4 cheese pizza. And we are at Del Corso Restaurante. Adorable. And the pizza looks amazing. It was €14 for this one pizza. It's enough for the 4 of us to share.
Just 20 minutes away from Taormina, as we said, the first Greek colony founded by this tribe of Chalcidians in 734, coming from the Peloponnese in Greece, that also founded later on Taormina in the 4th century BC. From here you can have access to many attractions in Sicily. Actually, also Catania is not so far. This is one of the most famous cities in Sicily, as well as one of the most important airports in Sicily. So if you arrive by plane, you can either arrive in Palermo on the western side, but consider that from Palermo to Taormina to Messina, it's almost 3 hours to go from one side to the other side of Sicily. If you arrive in Catania, it's it's a good position if you want to explore this side of Sicily, the north, center, south of Sicily, because from there you see the directions for Catania. On the left, if we took the other direction, we would arrive directly in Catania, because from Taormina, Catania is not even so far, 40 minutes, like Messina. Taormina is situated halfway between Messina on the northeastern part of Sicily and Catania. It's also a city that you should visit because it's one of the most beautiful cities in Sicily for the beauty of its old town. It's UNESCO World Heritage Site. It belongs to the 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Sicily. Out of 55 sites in Italy, Sicily is the region with the highest number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the old town of Catania, the Baroque palaces and churches of Catania that earned this city its title of UNESCO World Heritage Site, as well as Palermo. This is also protected by UNESCO. And in Palermo, well, Palermo is an obliged stop if you come to Sicily. The capital of Sicily should be seen when you are here. With more time, of course. Palermo is the largest city in Sicily, with almost 1 million residents there. So it's not comparable to other cities in Italy, like Milan or like Naples or like Rome. But this is smaller, but it's the largest city that we have in Sicily. We can say it can be considered as a summary of all the influences that shaped Sicily over the years and shaped its identity. So from the Greeks to the Normans, passing through the Romans, the Arabs, and the Spanish above all. So there you can see all of these influence in the architecture of the city, the old town.
Well, my friends, that does it for us for our day in Sicily, Italy, and the tour of Taormina. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your support. And as always, we hope you have a wonderful day.